Welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. This is Bestestimes Reborn. Wednesday, August 28th, 2024, 9:52 a.m. Waiting to get the current temperature. The current temperature is 24.5 degrees Celsius, 79% humidity, 0 millimeters of rain since 9 a.m. So, just going to do a bit of a random walk today. Got my ideas of where I want to do, but if I find somewhere else I'll do it too. Be nice if the council got this redone, just fixed up, the showgrounds. Anyway, we're walking down the highway here, Palmerston Drive, Gundy Hill. You're wondering where that new donut place is. It's where Volition Arts and Eats used to be. It's Beck and Joe's Coffee, Donuts and More. Across the road on the corner there. Don't know if you can see it properly. Made Geraldine graphics. Sign writing and all that used to be. You got it right there. Hopefully it'll last. That looks like the Gem Festival they're having here at the showgrounds this year. I've had it in other places. I got their Gem place near Eslick Street, just up from there. Not far away from the conservatorium across the road from that. The Innisfail Gem and Allied Craft Club Inc. Gem Festival, 31st of August 2024. So that's coming up soon. I'll get a photo of it, of the signage. Any photos I take at work, they come out clear enough because of the lighting, you can't always tell. We'll end up on the end of the video, and they'll end up on old and new Innisfail photos eventually on Facebook, so you can check them out. Showgrounds, John Cole Toyota. And you got the old garage world here. Shed Boss. Been a couple of different names over the years. Anyway, we'll continue along here past the PCYC once we get up to it. And IBS Engineering. A bit further up on my right. Where Spy used to be. Spy Supermarket, that is. Previously IGA before that. I wish someone would reopen that. Do it up. Make it really good and have it as a supermarket again. Same sort of hours. The good thing about Spa and IGA that I liked, they're open like 5 a.m. One of them was till at 9:30 p.m. So they're open longer than the normal supermarkets. So people who didn't make it to the supermarket, normal Coles and Woolies in time, or it's too early, they could just race out here. Yeah, it was good. Really good idea having it out here, but the road works that they did around the bend, doing up the bend and all that, wrecked the whole thing. Yeah, not enough people were going to the spa, so they had to close down. It's sad. It would have been great if it was still there. A lot easier for people who live out this way. There's your Alive Pharmacy Warehouse with the Chemist Warehouse signage there. I still think that's pretty low to put the Chemist Warehouse sign that lights up at night outside Alive Pharmacy Warehouse. So that's the corner of Palmerston Drive and Leichhardt Street. It goes down to the sports ground and that. So here's your PCYC. Way it looks this particular time, this particular day. Be nice if one day I come down here and the old spa was open, like fully open and operational. Main entrance to the PCYC. Used to be a big sign out here, but it's long gone. Just the poles there for it. Maybe someone was coming out of the doors of the PCYC, protect people's privacy, of course. Turn the camera away. But there's the old spa, which was AJ. I remember that as Kane's Cordials back in the day. And where the caretaker for the showgrounds racecourse used to be, where that house used to be. Long gone now. Forget how long ago since they removed that. They moved it to another location, out of town. Never knew where. I just knew that that's what they were doing. Came down and got a few videos. Tried to be here at the time when they moved it, but nah, would have been early in the morning. That makes it harder. Anyway, we're going to go around Gundy Bend. Go around a few different parts of Gundy Bend. Just randomly. Got my sort of idea of where I want to go. But the weather doesn't look great. It's one of those days that we get here that it's sun overcast, so you can't predict it, what the weather's going to do. It may rain all of a sudden too. You just never know the weather is here. So we just have to stick with it, hope for the best, see what we can get. Parts I don't get to show as often, so I'm always trying to get updates and showing other areas that I haven't shown a heap of times. It's very hard for me to get to locations, long distances and that. I mean, I have walked all the way out to South Johnston, Marillion, Wangan, Mundu, those sort of places. It's about as far as I can walk though. And that's a now and then thing. So there's your Gundy Bend where the traffic is to my right. To the left is the race course. That part of Peace Park. This is one thing that I think is worth checking out. The Tropical Art Deco Festival. If you're into that sort of thing. 8th to the 15th of September. And as well, you can look it up on Facebook. They have a Facebook page, Tropical Art Deco Facebook page. Yeah, I was quite impressed with last year's. There were a lot of different events, including vintage markets and that, with old antiques and things to buy. Yeah, I was impressed. I do have videos showing that, so if you want to have a look, feel free to look in the Innisfail playlist. You'll find them. I think that there's an actual playlist I made for the Art Deco Festival and that too, so you can find that in amongst the different playlists, publicly available playlists. There was also an Art Deco guided tour walk that I recorded. Got them to wear microphones and that, so the audio is pretty good. I only just bought those microphones, and it was clipping a little bit, but it's watchable, it's listenable. Yeah, I was quite happy with it. So you see in the Shire Hall a bit, see around the street, and they talk about different buildings, and that's definitely worth it. If you want to go to it in person, check it out. They do the tours in person. It does cost money to go and do the tour. It's like $20 per person. I do think that's a little much, but you know, they've got to cover costs of somebody walking around talking. Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, each their own. It's all good. Definitely worth checking out if you're into that sort of stuff. So looks like the rain is coming. Where's that sun that was here before? When I started getting ready, it was sunny. There's Beach Street back there. Coming up on Cedar Street. I might have to put the camera away for a little bit till the rain stops and then I can go again. We'll see how it goes. If it just stays spitting like this, it's not too bad. I don't have the waterproof camera with me, so I usually bring for stuff like this, just in case. Just try to lighten the load sometimes because the bag gets quite heavy. So to my right is Ash Street, the houses. To my left is the racecourse. All that. So yeah, if I have to put this away, I'll just stop for a few seconds, or for the time, and then be back, so we don't lose that place of where I was doing it. It's getting heavier. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, we're back. It's one of those stereotypical Innisfail sun overcast, bits of rain days. So we'll get as much as we can done. We're still basically in the same position as you see the street through there. And where Don Clark Electrical was on the corner for a bit there. So we'll continue down to Oak Street. We're going to go from Oak. So that's turning right into Oak Street and then down to Maple Street, go down Maple Street to Batchelor Street. Batchelor Street to Damon Street. Down Damon Street to across Laurie Street. And then through the back way behind the cement works if we can, depending on the weather. If it stays sunny, well, pretty good for like another 3/4 of an hour, we should be fine. So this is your Ash Street here. Back where we just came from. Way around there to the PCYC direction, showgrounds. Show as much detail as we can, like we always do, while keeping the camera as straight as possible. People's privacy, like we normally do. Until we don't want to show something in particular. So the plovers are a bit moody like they normally do, going off. Yeah, plovers can be quite horrible, so be careful of them. So they're doing stuff at the Pony Club. There is a rodeo coming up. I don't know exactly when it is. Probably by the time you see this video, that'll be all finished, but gives you an idea of what they had, what's happening. I don't know if it was last year or the year before they had to cancel it due to the rain. Like it was pretty bad rain. Not flood rain, but enough that you couldn't have a rodeo. Or rodeo, whatever you want to call it. I think rodeo is more the commonly used way of saying it. But there's your Pony Club sort of area over there, where they have the really nice Christmas lights. Not every year. Down there. Sometimes only one lot do it. Sometimes 2 or 3 lots do it. So we're nearly at Oak Street. That'll be on my right once I get up there, but you can see they're doing works in there. I don't know if it's council or... Well, it probably is. There's a lot of pipes and stuff over there. Look at the drainage. Just been doing a lot of works on sewage and all that in different areas. Near a petrol generator, I can see it over there. So anyway, that's your way down to the Pony Club. Take a left at the end. Yeah, see the blue skies coming out again. It's good to see. So we're turning into Oak Street. Sometimes it's best. So certain types of streets you can sort of get away with not being too close to the road, but not being too close to the gutter. So if a dog comes out, you can get away a bit easier. And all that. So yeah, of course you're always going to be cautious of cars. There's no footpaths around here. Not in this parts where I'm going to be walking anyway. That is back where we just came from. Yeah. So we'll continue along till we get to Maple Street, which is just up here. And then we'll go right into Maple Street. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many cars come along here. They go down to Lawrence Road and that, and go out to Mundu, Wangan, all that. So if you follow this out, keep following this road, first proper place you get to is Seventh-day Adventist Church. Yeah, Seventh-day Adventist Church is on the right. And you go around and up. It's before you get to the first hill, I think. Yeah. And then you just keep driving out. You end up over Bamboo Creek Bridge. We see a whole heap of bamboo when you're near Mundu and that, and Wangan to the Mundu School. If you keep going, Cardia Road and all that. Grimer Road, all these different ones out there. Just got Halloween stuff up. It's been there for years. The place on the corner there. Maybe it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Halloween. That's right. That's what they like. So we're now in Maple Street, the Oak Street end of Maple Street. I know this used to always flood. Whenever there was any sort of flooding around, this end of the street would always flood. Basically up to where the van is, sometimes further, where the white van is. Yeah. Like some of these houses up higher. And so we'll continue straight ahead. It's getting quite humid now due to that rain. It makes it harder. We're nearly halfway between Oak and Cedar Street. But other than named after wood, Blackwood, Cedar, Beech, Maple, or Bachelor and Laurie aren't. So hopefully the lighting's good enough. You can see it all properly. And that. So, yeah, by the time you see this, it'll probably be probably November. And that. So trying to get a whole heap of videos done. So if we get heaps of rain, we're pretty much set for a whole heap of videos, preferably one every 2 days. That's what I've set it to. It's hard with the way YouTube schedules things to be able to get it exact every second day. I wish you could just put a big list and then go down the list and choose the dates. Be a lot easier. But you got to go into each individual video in YouTube Studio and do it. Yeah, it's not as simple as it used to be. Well, there's your Cedar Street here to my right. There used to be a bakery down there way back. I think it's a private residence now. I've shown the outside of it in other videos. I know some people comment on these videos like they're up to date at the time of seeing them. If they're up to date, they're usually an update video. And I'll have the date on them anyway. Usually on the thumbnail there's a usually the date. And so you know when it was taken. And that, so we're coming up to the corner of Bachelor and Maple, or Maple and Bachelor Street. There's Beech Street, where that green car's going into. So we're heading over left into Bachelor Street soon. It depends. You know, if you see too many people around, I might have to turn back. If anyone goes off, like the chappie at Warina Lakes had to go up me the other day. I was filming the undercover area. There was no one in there, not one person around. Made sure of that. Showing full detail just to see what it's like. And yeah, he thought he had the right to have a go at me. So we're going into Bachelor Street now. Yeah, but he thought he had a right to have a go at me and that. Wasn't impressed. He come and sat there with his family when I was already there doing what I was doing. I didn't show him at all in the video. That's the thing. That's the frustrating part. Didn't show him or his family. He told me where to go, basically. Yeah, wasn't impressed. Anyway, we'll look back where we just came from so you can see the corner of Maple and Bachelor Street. We'll continue to mosey along. Sounds like a dog. Gonna come out. There's a few more houses here than there was at one stage. So back where we just came from, as we like to do. I have the goal to do that. If you know, you know. That was a lot of work getting done on that house. Number 7. You can show that because it's empty in that. No people's privacy in that. Wonder if this one's still a Department of Housing place to the left. Yeah, I don't show it because, you know, people are living in there and that. Yeah, it's a little trash, but anyway. That's how it goes. Walked down the street thousands of times over the years. A lot of these places, all the privacy sort of gardens and that, and shrubs and that have been taken away. Sort of wonder if any of the people that I knew of still live in here, any of these areas, in these places. I know a couple of people still do.
2 kilometers. Duration.
A lot of memories.
6 minutes 9 seconds.
So we don't get Damon Street, we might go down to the end. We'll see.
38 steps. Heart rate 131 beats per minute.
See how it all goes. Shouldn't be too bad to come down here. Go down the end. There's a pumpkin vine. If you can see it on the corner there, without showing the people's house. Or the flat, as it is. Oh, they've changed that with the good event sign. Used to be. Oh. Alright, we're not going to go all the way down. Just going to go partly. And that. All of them have got a lot better gardens than they used to. And that, a bit more looked after. Okay, we'll go into Damon Street, D-A-Y-M-A-N. I think the street sign's higher than it used to be. Anyway, such as it is. When we get down a little bit further, we'll look back where we just came from, like we always do. There used to be a satellite dish in that yard, like one of those old school analog TV where you pick up overseas and that on it. The free-to-air satellite dishes. Well, that's what it looked like. But it was one of those. Used to be a big hedge up here to my left. Long gone, you can see the old Ostar dish pole for that place when they used to be on the ground, not on the roof of houses and that. Now you don't even need that, all internet based. Oh, they've got new bend signs there, but the fencing that's gone. They just put some like it storage stuff there. Oh, we'll definitely go and have a look at this. That's a definite, as much detail as we can, so the cement works is gone completely. Lucky we've shown it in many other videos and photos. Well, no one told me this was gone. I know people who go past on the bus regularly, the town bus. Not the most astute people that notice too many things, are too busy talking to people and all that, but still, yeah. Wow. Wonder what'll be there instead. Maybe like it. Storage is going to go there. This was here for years. Concrete place. I don't remember it not being here all the time I lived out this way. Pity about the lighting. Not that great, but we can show what we can while we're here. Well, we're going to walk around the back of that anyway, the back way to Bundy School anyway, that direction. So might go up to the gate and have a look through See if we can see through. This is Laurie Street. Wow. Had no idea. Yeah, like it. Car, boat, truck, machinery, and mini storage is written there. So I'd say they're part of this. They're taking over this. Wow, that's phenomenal. Not going to walk in there, of course. Privacy and all that. But we'll show what we can like we usually do. Wow, times they are a-changing. It's crazy. Someone yelling out something. Didn't know who, so I'm not going to... Yeah. The what used to be Grow Force was here, and then the Q build. Anyway, we'll continue along. Go back and go around like we were going to, like the original plan. Those photos, whatever turns out because of the lighting, and that I will put on it. It's Laurie Street on the way up to Hudson there. To Hudson Hill. It does look like more rain are coming. We look towards Bartle Frere. Mount Bartle Frere, that is. There's Damon Street where we were before. Over there. But yeah. Must have been any call for this concrete, I guess. Or they just decided to close down. Of course, I'll never go in there. Show whatever I can. Anyway, let's go around the back like we were planning to. Point out where kids used to play Ninja Turtles when the Ninja Turtles first come out. Might get a photo of the Gundy Band sign. You never know. Might get removed eventually. Because it used to be like a best of brick or whatever you want to call it, cinder block. Fence behind it. You'll see that in other videos that I've taken out here. So like I said, that's the way to Hudson Hill. If you're looking for Hudson Hill. No, that floods. And flooding. The road does. But the creek is and all that. Yeah, like it, storage. So I'm guessing they're going to take over all that. But along here is where kids used to play. And they'd ride BMX bikes, use it as ramps and that. Some people have come along with dirt bikes and that. But there was a area they had to close off because kids were going in the sewer and then the drainage. And I'm just trying to find where that was. It might be gone now with all this happening. It was along here somewhere, very close. Oh, it's here. Yeah, you can see it here. Where the sort of opening is. It's very hard to tell now. Yeah, it's definitely here. And well, there you go. So, sugar cane to the left, to the right, the old cement works. Wow, I wish someone had told me it would have come out while I was knocking things down and got video. It's the thing, if people see stuff like that, and it's in walking distance, like fairly easy walking distance from town, please let me know. Let me know in the comments, let me know on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Be much appreciated. I know a lot of people drive around and they see this stuff. I can't just walk around for the sake of it all the time. I have to calculate where I'm going to walk, what I'm going to do, work it all out. Gundy State School is where other part where kids used to play and ride their bikes and that. Go up that, and then go there where you can see where it's worn out that little bit, that path over there. And that, and he's down back towards Damon Street, Laurie Street, Bachelor Street. Bachelor Street's where that white vehicle is that I can see but probably won't show up on video. So, yeah, the back of the old cement works. Yeah, weird to me out that that's gone on for all these years. Might be able to get better photos from that side while I'm here. I forget the name of the street, I'll have a look when I get up the end. You walk down here a lot, you don't really take notice of the street name. You don't need to. Oh. You can basically guarantee it's going to be storage by the name of all that stuff on there. So there you go. How many workers over the years with cement trucks and whatever else come through this driveway and the other side and all that. Wow. So I can feel the rain coming again. So we might get up a little bit further. Or we can get under the tree. And that. There's also a gym up here. I think where that vehicle is. So we'll get under cover, wait for this rain to die down, put the camera away for a bit, and then be back. So bear with me, I might be able to show a little bit before the rain kicks in properly. Okay, so I just get the camera away and the rain stops. Or dies down a lot. So, show what we can. Yeah, I think that's where the gym is there. Primed, Fight and Fitness. There's not more rain coming. Yeah, Primed, Fight and Fitness. Through there. Good to see in use. So that's next to the old Coca-Cola Amatil. I was wondering whether they'd taken over the old Coca-Cola Amatil or the one next to it. Behind the old Grove Horse. Anyway, we'll see how far we can get. I get to Blackwood Street before the rain kicks in. So I really want to go across to the sports ground and get under cover where the seating, which you've seen in other videos if you watch, take notice and that. Gundi preschool up here to my left. Probably won't be able to show it. There might be kids and that in there, I don't know. Last time I come along, I took any notice, they weren't really using it. It looked a bit overgrown, but I think they may be using it again. So I might be able to show the mural. So we're coming up on Maple Street, we're nearly there. So we should be able to make this all one video instead of part one, part two. The only little pathway here. Yeah, this pathway needs really doing up, cleaning. Be slippery in the wet, in the full wet. Okay, well we can't go too far to the left because of school kids and that, but we might be able to show the mural on there while it's still here. You just never know what can happen, what they change over time. So there's your Gundi State School there to do well. So that was the preschool for years. Anyway, we'll go back and go along Maple to Blackwood. Blackwood's on the left. This is where we just came from, down there. Someone going off down the street. Down near the old Pedley store, that direction. So there's the Lorry Street where that just come out of. Did its turn. Down to Bachelor Street, all the way down to Oak Street, that's this side. Yeah, there's still the cement works. The German one, it's got Heidelberg, Germany written on it, out near the transport department. Last time I went past, that was still there. This driveway needs a good fixing. Anyway, go up to the crossing part here. Always try to be as safe as possible. You just never know. It's not a proper crossing, but it's sort of, there's an opening between the traffic island. So there's Lorry Street there. This place here has no back fence anymore. It's all joined into one. Oh no, there's a back fence further down than it used to be. They've sold half the land. Well, I'll be. There you go. If you know, you know. Okay, we'll continue down Blackwood Street. Houses on both sides. Where Billy Slater used to live. Just up here, you can see it in one of his videos that he put up. I think they did a story on him somewhere. It might be in the news or something, I forget, but it's on YouTube somewhere where they show it from the outside. The place is empty. I can't remember whether it was this one or the next one, but we won't show the next one because people live there and that. But anyway, in these places I show, your place eventually, like the places that are up for sale that I show, and well, I showed them when you weren't living there, and no one was there. Not the ones I show, a bit more detail and such. Okay, we'll continue around here. Go across it. There's no decent way to get across to the crossing here. You end up in slush if it's too wet, and there's grass. You got to get across to this footpath. Across here, it's not the safest way of doing it. Well, it's not set up for pedestrians very well. Good for cars and that, but for pedestrians, no. Okay. There's Gundi Bend, the actual bend. I looked it up once, and Gundi means elbow. So it's elbow bend. It means elbow in Aboriginal language. I think when they say that it's the main indigenous language, there is multiple First Nations and that. That's your way to Cairns. That's your way back towards town and Townsville and all that. And everything in between. Just wait to get across. We'll go to the undercover seating, have a rest, and then go again. Yeah, this gets filthy because all the rain and mud and stuff comes down along here. Ends up quite horrible. You see down there, it becomes just a ramp down with the all the mud, rain and such. Anyway, we're going to go sit here for a little bit until this next lot of rain dies off, and then we'll continue along. Needs a good clean. Birds fall all over it and that. Okay, we're back again. Only sat down for a couple of minutes. A lot of mosquitoes, so it's sun's trying to come out again, and it's overcast, but it's not raining at the moment. So I'll continue on. Hopefully get to at least the Spa supermarket, the old Spa supermarket undercover. To my right is Gundi Bend and Ash Street across there where the payphone is, or public phone now. Then they're not pay anymore. This is part of the Gundi Sports Reserve, Sports Ground, whatever you want to call it. Herb Collins Oval area. The footpath I've shown many, many times before. Needs a good clean. Needs a good leaf blow regularly. You get all the foliage and that coming down from the trees. Certain times of the year it's nice and shady along here, and you do feel a couple of degree temperature difference. Which makes a difference. It's a Pioneer North Queensland concrete truck going through. Around the bend. So yeah, to my left's the sports ground, as you can see. back where we just came from. See, there's not enough rain happening each time to really make the ground all yuck. It looks like blood. May not be. Maybe just something someone spat out. Ugh. But anyway, we'll continue along. Do what we got to do. Show what we got to show. The cricket nets up there. The old Spar supermarket. Cane's Cordials. IGA. Different places. Who remembers there being a motorbike shop in the corner one where the chemist is now? Yeah, there being a motorbike shop. I don't know, I can't remember what it was called, but I just know it was a motorbike shop. And that, so we're going to go basically to where we started the video. The golf course clubhouse sort of area, that car park. And go from there. I'll get a couple of photos while I'm here to put on the end of the video. Because I knew a guy who said video instead of video. So that comes from. Because of his accent, he said video. Yeah, Northern Bull Riding series. I know that'll be gone by the time I put this up, but I'm going to try and show the signage just so you can see what was around, what they did. And this bite thing here. Oh, could do with a good clean this sign. See if we can show this Northern Bull Riding thing. And the Vinda Harvest Fest. I would love to go to the Vinda Harvest Fest and get video. People speak very highly of it. I've never got any way of getting there, so it's too far to walk. From the Harvest Festival, Saturday the 7th of September 2024. I've been doing it since 1962. The Harvest Festival is some of the club guide thing here. Rotary International, Inner Wheel, Lions International, Lioness Club and Scouts. I don't know if the Scouts still exist. And the Freemasons. Innisfail District Chamber of Commerce, Costa Coast Regional Council and the Freemasons. But I don't think I've ever shown these photos on the bottom. I noticed that one other time and didn't get across to it because it was too wet. Jordan Graphics. Old signage. Then that business is gone now. We'll get a photo of that while we're here. Try to anyway. While the rain fully kicks in. And we can get undercover. Motorcycle show at the Carriage Jar. Saturday, August the 31st. That's this Saturday, I think. Anyway, let's get undercover before the camera gets ruined in the rain. It's quite windy rain. Yeah, so as you can see there, just let the camera dry off a little bit and then put it away, I think. Leave it for a bit. So there's the lot they're out at Hansen Heidelberg Cement Group. I've written on that. And there's a Pioneer PNQ. Showing that more because we showed the other one that was gone. Laurie Street there. There's your PCYC across there. Showing all the wind and the rain while we're here. Of course, people park right in under, so you can't walk along and keep out of the rain. If you look up here, you can see that people are parked right up. Makes it hard to go along and stay out of the rain. I know they want to get in their cars out of the rain, but for pedestrians, it's not the nicest thing. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to squeeze through here. I don't want to scratch anyone's vehicles. You can see what I'm talking about. How bad it is. So we'll wait. Wait for the rain to die down and get around. But yeah, your PCYC. So as much detail as possible. So when we look back. Well, this is a true representation of how Innisfail can be. Rain, sun overcast, rain, sun overcast, rain overcast, rain overcast. This is all part of the Bruce Highway, this Palmerston Drive here. If the rain doesn't die down, after a bit I'll have to just stop the video and keep walking, the camera away and that. This is where I showed before where the caretaker for the showgrounds house used to be. Oh, a bit more windy. Anyway, we'll be back when the rain dies down, if it does. Well, we're going to have to leave the video here, I think. I think the rain's going to die down, so I'm going to make a mad dash. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Best of Times, keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see. Check the links in the description if you want to donate via the PayPal link. You can. There's a super thanks button provided by YouTube, which is the love part with the $sign. There's an Amazon wish list if you want to donate in those products to the channel. Yeah, the Amazon wish list at the top of the video, or the top of the description. Sorry. Check out all the links in the description. Check out old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook. If I come back on, it means the rain stopped. Stay tuned for any photos I've taken along the way. No, so get the camera rolling for a few seconds so you get an idea of what it's like here, the rain and all that, the way it is at the moment. Right, there's children across there, so we'll show the other way. Anyway, stay safe, stay cool, stay dry, and we will catch you in the next one. Just leave it going for a few seconds, see the traffic go past the way the highway is. So if they have a bypass, you get an idea of what it was like. Stay tuned for the photos and we'll catch you in the next one.